I got my own drink. Hello, welcome. Welcome to another Homefront Reacts. We're gonna do another trailer.
Okay, what are we watching? Or do I have to be subjected to some horrific mystery like before?
It wasn't that bad. You actually expressed interest, so I
was talking about
Success.
the Fantastic Four trailer, but
watch our video on Fantastic Four. Yeah. Okay. So, to give a little bit of context, this is the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake, which you haven't seen the animated films, correct?
no, I've not seen. But I read the books.
Wrong. Fantastic movies, by the way. So good.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the movie. How many movies are there?
There's 3, but there's a couple of like spin-off shows or something on Netflix.
Okay.
None of which have like the full DreamWorks budget.
Wait,
and
did you say
cast.
live action?
This new one is, yeah. Why?
Well, how long ago were those movies? They're not that old, are they?
The first one was 2010, and then I think the
Okay.
last one that they made was, I think it was 2019. So
2019. That's not that. All right, whatever. I'll just go with
it's
it.
enough for a remake.
I'll just go with it.
It's a remake. We're doing the Disney thing,
I'm also
It's,
advertising for Mela today for some reason. I was just thirsty. I'm not endorsed by Mela.
We're not endorsed by anybody, so there's that. Okay, I did not have that ready. We're gonna play the trailer. How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, so I looked this up.
Okay.
And my one stipulation was that John Powell had to do the music for it, and he is. So
Okay.
I'll take it.
Really, John Powell? I don't usually think of him as a fantasy composer.
It's such a good soundtrack.
I always think of him as like the Bourne Identity composer, you know?
Oh yeah, he did do that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Which is also great.
Yeah.
But How to Train Your Dragon trailer. Okay, so that's the only other complaint. I'll go over it afterwards, but I don't like the look of Astrid.
That girl with the weird hair?
Yes.
Is it because of her weird hair?
I'll show you a picture afterwards of what she's supposed to look like.
Okay. He looks right. Doesn't he look like the character?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
He
just a
doesn't
lot of-
he doesn't have the same voice or mannerisms as the original actor, so I'm curious as to like if he's going to be able to pull off that kind of goofy.
Yeah, he's
deal.
plenty goofy.
He looks goofy for sure. I like the look of the dragons. Those are similar to what.
I don't like the tooth.
don't like
well,
Toothless?
I guess it's for kids. Whoa, what was with her hair? It's like a mop.
It is. It's like dreadlocks.
They're like getting all dramatic.
I know. I mean, the 3 films are pretty dramatic. I tear up on the first one every time I watch it.
Wow,
I love that movie.
that's crazy.
That's a goofy looking costume.
Is that even her real hair? I don't think it's her real hair.
No, it doesn't look like it either.
It doesn't look like her hair.
It looks wrong. It looks out of place.
It looks so weird. I don't know. We gotta get off of this. Her hair is just so distracting. It looks weird. All right, that's cool. That's why you go see a dragon movie in the theater.
Right.
I get why they're making this.
Nice. Here it comes.
Yeah. Harkening back to The Happening, everyone's favorite movie.
Oh.
Yeah, hilarious. And we'll have some gags for the adults as well.
Not a fan. It's so stupid.
Okay, wait.
But
So,
he doesn't finish the joke, so you don't know that's what he's gonna say.
all right. So tell me about how she's
You
supposed
don't
to look.
know. All right, so I'm gonna pull up a picture of the original Astrid, at least
Okay.
from the films.
That looked fine. That looked like a perfectly. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. Did it look good? You're the How to Train Your Dragon expert.
Well, you tell me.
Okay, well, because I
That's-
didn't see them for like 2 reasons. Well, I mean, I guess 3 reasons. One is I don't really watch animated movies that much. Oh, so she's a blonde ordinarily.
She is a blonde. This is like later. Oh, what's doing that?
I don't know, but I don't think they can watch it. So Okay, so
No,
she's supposed to be blonde
Here,
and not with that weird mop on her head. It literally looked like a mop. Like they just. I'm not even kidding when I say mop. Like you remove the stick part and then just
after you've used it.
use
Oh,
mop.
here's someone's already like done a. Oh,
Of course they have. They're doing a comparison.
Okay,
Well,
so-
it's like it's so obvious. It doesn't look anything like her original. Why can't she just have normal looking hair? Why'd they have to like?
No.
Because it doesn't look like her hair is the thing.
yeah. So
Like the actress. I mean, the
Right
actress's hair. It does not look like that
So
ordinarily
she has
in
a
any way.
single braid, I think, in the first one. Yeah, it looks like that.
Okay.
And then like this one, I don't know what
It's
they're
just
going
so
for
much.
there. It's
There's
so
just so much effort.
it looks terrible. Yeah,
My
not-
problem is it doesn't look like the actress's hair though. Because
No,
the lead
right,
guy,
yeah.
that looked like his hair. They just styled it to look like the character.
right.
That's all it should be. Just use her hair.
Hers, they just slapped on. They're like, this will work, right? This is what Vikings look like.
I don't know what they're doing with hers. I don't even know if it is her hair. It
Like-
it should look like it convincingly be her hair either way. So whether it's a wig or her hair, it should not.
Look
it should
that
look
out of
like
place.
it shouldn't look out of place. I shouldn't be thinking to myself, "Oh, you're wearing a wig, right?"
Yeah, the immersion or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so you read the books.
So I read the books, and so here's the thing: the books are called "How to Train Your Dragon," and they don't do any dragon training in the books, which
Seems like the one thing you should do in a book called How to Train Your Dragon.
you would think. But yeah, that was kind of infuriating. And then they continued to riff on this joke, and so there's like a sequel that's like How to Speak Dragonese, and so you're thinking to yourself, all right, well, so there must be a language called Dragonese. No, it's not in it. It had nothing to do with
Did
anything.
they just learn how to talk to dragons, and that's what they?
No, it's not. You're thinking like the book has something to do with the title. There's nothing related.
Idiot!
You fool!
Put those thoughts away.
It was just an attractive title to get kids interested. And so that really
Okay.
pissed me off about those books. Like the stories were fine. I just hated the way that they were titled because it was misleading. I was like, a story about training your dragon for kids sounds awesome. Like that sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's a great
And
idea.
instead they were just like, like let's just
Don't need that.
we don't need that. It's like, well, it's a nice title. It's like, yeah, it's a nice title for a book that deserves to be called that. You could call yourself something else, like Dragon Friends or some nonsense.
Dragon friends.
I mean, it's for kids.
Dragon
like,
Tales.
what do you want?
Oh no, there's already a.
Because they're really,
Dragon
they're
Tales,
really,
Dragon
really
Tales.
kids books though. Like lower grade,
Gotcha.
like because there's
Like
not a lot.
beginner level type stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
like you could adapt the entire story in like 20 minutes if you
Oh,
really
okay.
wanted. So I knew the movie had to take a ton of creative liberties, the animated films, anyways. So now they're doing they're following Disney's footsteps and like let's do live action remake. Is that what the vibe
That's
you're
what it
getting
looks
with
like.
this? Okay,
It looks exactly. I mean, they even have Gerard Butler, who is the dad, Stoic in the animated film. So looks like that's the
So-
only cast that they kept. But still,
so they asked him, "Hey, do you want to play that character you were playing?
Do you wanna
Except
play
now
yourself?"
for real."
play your animated version as yourself now. That's
How do you
weird.
feel about
that? It's on your resume, so you could do it probably.
I'd rather make for a really interesting interview before the movie comes out. A nice PR move. What do
Neat.
you think?
I mean, it is Gerard Butler, so I mean, he's got some gravitas. Yeah. I don't know what the books are, but the premise of the film, the animated film, is Hiccup, the main character, wants to prove himself to his dad as a Viking.
Yeah.
Captures a dragon, so he invents this.
He's supposed to kill it, right?
Well, he invents this like net caster, so he shoots a net on this thing and then goes and finds the dragon that had been shot out of the sky and then kill it, but he can't kill it. He has too much of a heart. But he ends up damaging the dragon, so he hurts his tail, so he has to invent something for the dragon to be able to fly again. But he can't invent the thing for the dragon to control. He has to control it, so he ends up flying the dragon. So in doing so,
Okay.
proves himself to be like a worthy Viking, but also, is the bridge between the worlds of Vikings and dragons. And so it's supposed to be this like family
Okay.
building thing.
I
It's a lot of
actually
heart
like
to the
that.
movie.
And the reason why I like that is because it sounds like in the premise of the story, he does this thing where he learns how to ride a dragon, how to train a dragon.
He definitely trains the dragon.
Yeah, he trains the dragon.
Yeah, which
So-
is the title.
And that, yeah, because the title said that, it made me think that that's what it
That's
would
what
be
would
about.
happen.
And because that's now in it, I
Now
think
you're
that's an
interested.
appropriate
Neat.
thing for it to do.
Also, John Powell's doing the music. Again, my only stipulation. So
Okay.
I'll take
so you're actually this is DreamWorks though. It's not Disney.
it's not Disney.
So maybe they'll do a good job.
I
Look,
don't
I
know
don't know.
about that. I haven't seen them prove themselves in either way. So
I don't think it looked bad. I think it looked okay, but I don't know the originals, so
we'll have to watch those. I know they're animated films, but I recommend them. Great movies. I love all three of them.
So are you interested to see this new one?
I'll take my niece. Yeah. My niece really loves them too. And so, it'll be a fun thing for us to go see. I know she'll be interested in watching it. So,
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good fun kids movie. I mean, I guess I don't know. The original, some of those stills look pretty dated. So I guess if you were just thinking of like the 2010 movie, yeah, that could stand.
the
with
2010 movie definitely looks like the CGI's or the 3D modeling is a little old.
I guess it's just kind of like, well, let me put it in another context though. Would you like to see a live action remake of Shrek?
You don't even. Why would you say that? Now
Because
DreamWorks
Shrek-
is gonna see this and be like,
I didn't mean that. That was in jest.
I didn't say it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
here's
mute
the
this
thing.
part of the video.
Because here's the thing with Shrek, that's also an animated movie. I don't think it was 2010. It was before that.
Yeah, that's like 01 or 02.
Yeah,
like
it's
really
earlier.
old.
But even so, like, like Shrek doesn't need a live action remake. But and
None
like
of these
this,
movies do.
yeah, none of them do. I guess none of
Some
them do.
would say
So
that
there
their
is no
strengths
justification.
are the fact that they're animated. That was the strength of Lion King.
Oh, absolutely.
Lion King is
yeah.
a stronger movie by being animated. And to make an argument, it's still animated. CGI is not live action. I know we don't like to acknowledge that.
Yeah, that was so
It's
strange. It's
still-
an animated.
It's still animated. It's technical,
That one
I
was
guess.
absurd. At least with the others,
Beauty and the Beast is
regardless
still
of
pretty
if
much
they were good or
animated.
bad, but at least it was going from animated to live action,
Sure.
like Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, whatever. But like the other ones, I don't know. I don't know about that Mufasa one. That looked terrible.
Ugh. Who wants an origin stories for Lion King? Who wanted to know more about Mufasa? They're like,
I didn't.
that's a backstory we need to explore.
I mean, they adapted a Shakespeare story, so just
Right.
it's self-contained.
read
That's
further.
the story.
Yeah. That for those of you who don't know. All right. Well, I mean, I'll go see it with my niece.
Okay. Well, you'll have to let us know. I don't.
I'll drag you to the animated films at some point.
I guess
So.
I don't. You gotta choose wisely what you make me suffer through.
This is fair.
Although
yeah.
this won't be suffering because I've actually heard they're really good. I've
They're
heard
great.
nothing but great things about the animated films. How does fans react? Are they liking this trailer or no? Do you know?
I don't know. Let's look at the likes and dislikes, shall we?
Oh boy.
It's probably universally liked. I mean, just from what I saw.
It didn't look like they were ruining it or anything.
It's got 175,000 upvotes, 18,000 downvotes. I mean, that's a lot of downvotes. But I mean, it's pretty drowned out. So
I mean, the trailer is really generic. They make all the trailers the same these days. They're
Yeah.
super long, and it's like dun 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 dun. They just do it in every trailer.
you can never tell like if what you're getting. It's just
You just
like
have to
all right,
zone
you're
out.
just getting a trailer. Like it's a new art form. Is just trailer making at this point.
Well,
It's
it's not an
totally
art
different.
form because if it was an art form, they would all
Be
be different. Yeah.
It's fair.
So instead, it's literally like some.
Now it's formulaic. I said.
Yeah, it's super formulaic. But
Yeah.
all right, well, that's
So that's
How
been
to
our
Train Your
take
Dragon.
for to Train Your Dragon.
I thought it looked okay.
We'll see.